It is a beautiful night to play some baseball as we welcome you to the jungle right here on the campus of Dripping Springs High School. It is almost 9 o'clock and we're about to play some baseball. This is the CenTex Invitational. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view. Tonight, your Tigers takes on the Rangers from Smithson Valley. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone. And welcome to Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. This is the Tigers' second game today. They played very early, almost 12 hours ago. Played Hayes this morning in a losing effort, 9-5 tonight. They take on a Rangers team that's coming in to defeat the Tigers at home. Nico Ruedas on the bump tonight for the Tigers as the coaches shakes hand, and we're going to send it over for the voice of Tiger Stadium, Jeff Goss, for pre-game festivities.
For this evening's game between the Smithson Valley Rangers and the Dripping Springs Tigers. The starting lineup for the visiting Rangers. Leading off, the center fielder, number 4, Payson Wells. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 19, Tim Arguello. The designated hitter will hit for pitcher, number 8, Zach Gingrich. Batting third, the shortstop, number 22, David DePoyos. Batting fourth, the second baseman, number 28, Ethan Gonzalez. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 26, Grayson Havens. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 36, Bryce Wells. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 9, Wyatt Hansen. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 31, MJ Espinoza. And batting ninth, the third baseman, number 32, Cooper Burgess. And the rest of the Rangers. The Rangers are coached by Chad Cale, and he's assisted by Alan Lynch and Lane Bowman. Now the starting lineup for the Dripping Springs Tigers. Leading off and playing right field, number 14, Theo Howard. Batting second, the left fielder, number 5, Luke Hudson. Batting third, the second baseman, number 11, Hayden Perry. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 13, Taylor Tracy. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 4, Sam Agajanian. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, number 15, Rylan Mahoney. The designated hitter will hit for number 6, the shortstop, Jackson Conover. Batting seventh, the first baseman, number 25, Brandon Arvidsson. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 21, Matt Schindler. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 22, Nico Ruedas. And the rest of the Tigers. The Tigers are coached by Chris Payne, and he's assisted by Caleb Reynolds, Stephen Skotak, and Tim Clary. Would you please rise as we honor America with the playing of the national anthem? Good evening. Please welcome the Tuck family tonight. Tonight we are honoring the late, great Keith Tuck. Coach Tuck was one of the winningest coaches in softball history. He had stints at Dayton, Lake Travis, and his last love, Dripping Springs. Keith meant a lot to many people in the sports world, but most of all, he was an amazing mentor, friend, and supporter of the Dripping Springs community. We want to say a heavenly thank you to Keith for everything he stood for and the foundation he laid at Dripping Springs High School, promoting integrity and high character in the student athletes. Thank you, Sandra, Megan, Jeff, and their families and friends for joining us tonight. Please put your hands together for the Tuck family as Jeff Tuck throws out the ceremonial first ball pitch in honor of his father.
Fantastic pre-game ceremony.
On the mound for the Tigers,
Coach Payne meeting the Tuck family on the third baseline as Nico Ruedas takes his warm-up pitches on this very mild spring day. It's not even spring yet, but we're getting close here in the jungle. Rangers will go with Wells, Arguello, and De Hoyos to begin this first inning. Once again, thank you everyone for joining us right here on Vype Pay-Per-View. Tigers and Rangers here in the CenTex Invitational. We have 2 more games coming your way. First game tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. That game right here on Vype Live. Your Tigers takes on Westwood. Coverage will begin at 5:50. Weather permitting. It's supposed to rain a lot tomorrow, so we'll see. Then on Saturday night, final game here at the CenTex Invitational against Eastview. Once again, coverage will begin at 5:50 right here on Vype Live.
Leading off for the Rangers, center fielder,
as it looks like the infield giving the ball to Nico. Cason Wells, the leadoff hitter for the Rangers, as we begin the final game today here at day 1, the CenTex Invitational. Tigers played at 9 o'clock this morning. First pitch, 8:50 tonight. And Nico goes just a tad bit outside for ball 1. Nico readies the 1-0. Catches the outside corner, but a little too outside. 2-0 now on Wells. Tim Arguello in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. And a big swing and miss that time by Wells, 2-1. Here's Nico with the delivery. And that is well inside. 3 balls and a strike to Cason Wells. And Nico fires the 3-1. And Wells swings. Full count now on the center fielder. And Nico readies the 3-2. Wells pops it. And it will go foul and out of play. Count remains full on Cason Wells. Tigers players still rowdy, even though it is 9 o'clock at night. They are playing baseball. Nico fires. Wells pops it. And it's going to go over the head of Jackson Conover for a base hit. So the Rangers
Now batting designated hitter
gets the
number
leadoff
19,
hitter
Tim Arguello.
on base. And here is the designated hitter, Tim Arguello. Wells takes a little lead off of first. And Brandon Arvidsson trips over Wells. He's good and all right. And Nico looks like he's ready. He delivers. That's outside as Matty Ice throws it back to first. A ball and no strikes to Arguello. Nico fires to 1-0. Nice pitch by Nico. Evens the count. A ball and a strike. Nico checks back at first, and he fires. That ball goes low. 2 balls and a strike. Schindler was about to fire back at first. Wells got back there. And now Nico readies the 2-1, and he fires. And Nico, in Nico tradition, hat goes flying. 3 balls and a strike now to Arguello. David De Hoyos in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. No score, top of the first. Nico fires. And that has popped up Arguello. Luke misses it in foul territory. Count goes full on Arguello. Great hustle out there by Luke Hudson. Couldn't grab it, though. Second hitter. Second full count now. As Nico's looking for his first out of this ball game. Here's a 3-2 to Arguello. Nico fires. Arguello pops, and it's going to go foul. The ball carried it just a little bit. I thought it was going fair. Count remains full. The wind is blowing in tonight. Nico checks back at first. Here's the 3-2. And Arguello gets it. AP over to Conover for the 4-6-3 double play. 2 outs now here in the top of the first.
Now batting shortstop, number 22, David De Hoyos.
The Hoyos up the bat with 2 outs and no one on. Nico fires. That's well outside, 1-0. Here's the 1-0 from Nico. That one's high, 2 balls and no strikes. Hitters getting ahead on the count so far. There's a strike that Nico was looking for. 2-1. Nico readies. Here's the 2-1. That catches the inside corner. Great pitch by Nico. Deuces are wild on De Hoyos. Ethan Gonzalez in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. And Nico fires the 2-2. De Hoyos fouls it off of the net. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's Nico now with the 2-2. De Hoyos fouls it once again, this time off the back net. Count remains 2-2. Nice crowd here tonight for this late game. And here's the 2-2 from Nico. De Hoyos once again. We got a battle going on now between Nico and De Hoyos. 1 hit so far for the Rangers. And Nico fires the 2-2. De Hoyos fouls it off once again, this time to the third base side. Nico's throwing a lot of pitches here in this first. Nico shakes off the first pitch. He delivers this one, and he got him. So after the double play, Nico gets the Hoyos to retire the side. One hit, that is all. Theo Howard, Luke Hudson, AP, all coming up in the bottom of the first. Scoreless here, and this is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Bottom on the first, Theo, Luke, AP, all due up. You're in the bottom of the first. Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view, the CenTex Invitational. Here in the jungle, Tigers Field on the campus of Dripping Springs High School. Pitcher tonight for the Rangers, Zach Gingrich. And he has the top of the order to deal with here in the bottom of the first. Coach Reynolds over on the first base side. Coach Payne is going to go in the third base box as Gingrich continues his warm-up. Here comes Theo now. Theo has been pretty good in the leadoff position. And he's ready to do battle with Zach Gingrich. And now Gingrich readies the first pitch of the night for the Rangers. And that's outside 1-0. Gingrich now with the 1-0. That is catches the inside corner, a ball and a strike now to Theo Howard. Here's the 1-1 from Gingrich. Big swing and miss by Howard. A ball and two strikes. Luke Hudson in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Gingrich now. He likes to pitch. He winds, delivers. And Theo checks his swing. He did not. And the first out is a strikeout for Zach Gingrich. One away. Here is Luke Hudson. Luke now in the batter's box. Ready for his first pitch against Hudson. And that's high for ball one. After this weekend, the Tigers will have one more non-district game. That is a Wednesday afternoon game against McCullough this Wednesday, as that ball goes well inside 2-0. Next district game Tuesday night right here in the jungle, Bernie Champion. Tigers starting off district play 1-1 as Gingrich delivers. Big swing and miss by Luke, 2-1. Tigers grabbing their first district win on Tuesday night after the no-hitter from Brandon Arvison. And Gingrich delivers. Swing and miss, 2-2 now on Hudson. Aiden Perry in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. And now Luke back in the batter's box. The 2-2. Luke fouls it out of the stadium. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now Gingrich readies the 2-2. Luke is ready. Gingrich fires. That's outside, full count now on Luke Hudson. Full count on Luke. And Gingrich fires. That nearly hits Luke. Doesn't matter. Luke Hudson is on board with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And here's AP. AP has been cracking. Hasn't gotten one over the fence yet, but he is definitely due. Tigers in their all whites tonight. First time we've seen this combination this season. Gingrich fires, outside corner, strike 1. 0-1 to AP. Freshman phenom Taylor Tracy in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Gingrich checks back at first. He fires the 0-1, and AP fouls it off. 1-1 now to Aiden Perry. It must be moth season. We see a lot of moths out here tonight. One actually attacked one Eric Wolf earlier. It got me last week, so hey. And AP pops it up. Hanson is underneath it, and he gets it. And Luke tags up. And Luke Hudson was just doubled up. I was shocked that Luke actually took off. No runs, no hits, no errors for the Tigers. We played 1. We are scoreless. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Texas high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
All coming up here in the top of the second as we welcome you back. The Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view, the CenTex Invitational. Scoreless here in the top of the second. As here comes Ethan Gonzalez, the second baseman for Smithson Valley. And Nico is ready for the first pitch of the top of the second. And that one is high and inside, 1-0. And Nico looks like he's ready, and he fires. And that one well inside, 2-0. Nico has been getting behind the counts here. First 4 batters of this game. And Nico is ready now. He fires. And that has popped up by Gonzalez. Underneath it is going to be Brennan Arvison. Easy catch for Big B. 1 away.
Now batting left fielder, number 26, Grayson Havens.
Here's Havens now. With 1 out, no one on. And Nico quickly gets it out. And Havens goes all the way around for strike 1. 0-1 on the left fielder. Bryce Wells in the on-deck circle for the Rangers as Nico fires. Swing and miss. 0-2 on Havens. First batter tonight that Nico has been ahead on the count. And Nico is ready. He fires. Strike 3. 3 quick strikes by Nico, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting catcher, number 36, Bryce Wells.
Here's Wells now. With 2 gone and no one on here in the top of the second. And Nico fires. Nice pitch, but a little down in the zone, 1-0. And Nico fires. That one misses as well, 2-0 on Bryce Wells. Bryce Wells gets on. Wyatt Hansen is in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. And Nico fires. Nice pitch, Nico. 2-1 on Bryce Wells. Nico quickly back on the rubber. He fires the 2-1. Wells swings and misses, and he has deuces wild on him. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. No one on for the catcher. Nico is ready. He fires. Wells pops it foul out of play. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nico tonight is pitching like he's on him. He has the clock on him. Nico. And call time by Wells. Nico steps off, resets. Wells back in the box. Nico, the 2-2. And Wells hits it. Conover got it. Rangers go down in order for the first time tonight. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. Tracy, Agajanian, Mahoney, all coming up for the Tigers in the bottom of the second. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care, the sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Scoreless ball game here in the bottom of the second. Melvin Jones back here with you. Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view. The CenTex Invitational. And here comes the freshman phenom himself, Taylor Tracy. Taylor, of course, with those 3 home runs last weekend we are looking and hoping we get our first home run here in the jungle tonight. As now, Gingrich fires the first pitch, and Taylor swings and misses for strike one. Gingrich now. He readies the 0-1 and he fires. That's inside. Catches the inside corner. 0-2 now on T. Tracy. Sammy Agajanian in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Gingrich. Catcher set up on the outside. He fires. And did Taylor go around? He did not. A ball and 2 strikes now to Taylor Tracy.
Is he still growing? I think he might be. He's a freshman. He's rail thin. Because he's going to.
Gingrich back on the rubber.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-2. And Taylor bounces it. The Hoyas couldn't get a hold of the ball. T. Tracy gets on. E6 on the Hoyas. Gets Taylor Tracy on, and here is Sammy Sam. With 1 on, no outs. Here in the bottom second. You hear the crowd singing Miss Jackson. You got to love it. Gingrich checks back over at first. Sam is showing bunt. And that ball goes low. 1-0 on Sam. Riley Mahoney in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Riley tonight, DHing. Gingrich checks back at first. Here's the 1-0 to Sammy. Sammy shows bunt again. That one's well outside. 2-0 on Agajanian. No score, bottom of the second. Taylor Tracy on first base. He has a nice lead. Sam shows bunt again. That one catches the outside corner, 2-1. One thing about T. Tracy, who's taking the lead off of first, his teammates absolutely adore him. Sam shows bunt once again. Sam lays down a gorgeous bunt. And a pitcher cannot get a hold of it. And Sammy is on first base. Second error this inning for the Rangers. And it brings up Riley Mahoney. No outs, 2 on, bottom of the second. Riley, of course, underclassman, so the upperclassman gets to pick his walk-up music. And he gets Baby Shark. And now Ryland looks like he's ready. He's in the box. Tracy takes a huge lead off a second. Gingrich. He readies. And Ryland shows bunt. This time, that's right down the middle for strike one. Tigers have absolutely no hits thus far, yet 2 on, no outs here in the bottom of the second. Gingrich checks back a second. Ryland shows bunt again. And that's looks like he fouled it off. 0-2 now to Mahoney. Brandon Arvison is in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. And that pitch that was high and outside, a ball and 2 strikes. McCallum leads Cedar Park in the Leander tournament going on right now. Gingrich fires, swing and miss, and Ryland goes down on strikes. First put out of this inning by Gingrich. Here comes Big B with 2 on, 1 out. Arvison, of course, with that no-no on Tuesday night. Now he can help his own pitcher right now with a base knock. Gingrich checks back a second. He delivers. That's well outside, 1-0.
Texas State beat University of Texas in a good ball game.
The 1-0 from Gingrich. Brandon Arvison pops it foul and out of play. 1-1.
What's his name? The best pitcher's out.
Texas Christian University
The best pitcher's out.
defeated the Longhorns this afternoon in the Big 12 championship by a score of 65-60. Gingrich fires the 1-1. He got Big B swinging, a ball and 2 strikes. Texas, of course, they're in. They're going to get an at-large, and they await their opponent on Sunday afternoon. A ball and 2 strikes. Scoreless here in the bottom of the second with 1 away. Gingrich nearly hits Big B, and the ball gets away from the catcher. Runners advance. Arvison now even on the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. T. Tracy now at third base. Sam McAjanian at second base. 1 away. Gingrich steps off the rubber. Of course, the big news of today, Major League Baseball and the Players Association comes to an agreement. We're going to have baseball opening day, April 7th. We hope to see a lot of these kids. Nasty pitch there by Gingrich to get Arvison on the strike. Third strikeout for Gingrich. And it brings up Matty Ice. Matt Schindler coming up. 2 on and 2 outs now. Here in the bottom of the second. It's going to be nice to see some of these kids on a big stage the next few years. One of them is up to bat. And Matty Ice gets him a base knock, and the Tigers get the first run of the game, and they get the second run of the game, 2-0. Big Cats. Matt Schindler, RBI single, bringing home the 2 runners, and the Tigers strike first. Hayden Dunn, the courtesy runner, 1 on, 2 outs.
Number 8, Hayden Dunn.
With Nico coming up. Nico now is going to go into the top of the third with the lead.
Now batting pitcher, number 22, Nico Ruiz.
Nico has been raking the last week. And now with 1 on and 2 outs, he's looking to do more damage. Hayden Dunn with a nice lead off of first. Gingrich fires. Nico looks at ball 1. 2-0 Tigers. Nico quickly back in the box. Gingrich readies the 1-0. Nico slices it but fouls. A ball and strike now to Nico Ruedas. Top of the order, and Theo Howard in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. 2-0 Dripping Springs. Nico Ruedas with a ball and the strike. And Hayden Dunn at first. Nico swings and misses. 1 and 2. They try to pick off Hayden, but Hayden got back. A ball and 2 strikes to Nico Ruedas. Tigers lead 2-0 here in the bottom of the second. Dunn takes off, and Nico swings and misses, doesn't matter. And that will be the 3rd out of this inning, but not before Matt Schindler with an RBI single brings home 2. And the Tigers take a 2-0 lead into the 3rd inning. Top of the 3rd coming up. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care, the sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Two nothing Tigers. Rangers at the bottom third of their order. Hanson, Espinoza, and Burgess coming up. 7th, 8th, and 9th hitters for Smithson Valley. Tigers lead 2-0. Top of the third. Melvin Jones back here with you. Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view. This is the CenTex Invitational. Nico readies the first pitch of the inning. That goes well outside. 1-0. Nico fires. Inside corner, and they're going to give the call to Hanson. 2 balls, no strikes. And Nico this time fires well inside. 3-0 on Hanson. MJ Espinoza in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. Nico quickly fires the 3-0. And that's a strike. That was more of a ball than a pitch a couple of pitches ago. That would look as though it was a strike. Nico fires. Espinosa pops it. Underneath it is Theo Howard, and Theo grabs it for the first out of the third inning.
Now batting first baseman, number 31, MJ Espinoza.
Espinosa now with 1 out and no one on as Nico fires. And that pitch goes outside. 1-0. Cooper Burgess in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. Nico is very quick with these pitches tonight. 2-0 on Espinosa.
He's only gotten ahead of one batter, and this is number 8.
2-0 Tigers. Top of the third. Nico fires. Nice off-speed pitch. Bob Rueda's 2 balls and a strike now to Espinoza. Here's Nico with the 2-1. And Espinoza fouls it off of the net. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the first baseman. Tigers with 2 in the bottom of the second. And they lead 2-0. Nico, he likes the pitch. He fires. Strike 3. Got him. Third strikeout for Nico. 2 gone. And here's the 9th hitter, Cooper Burgess.
Now batting third baseman, number 32, Cooper Burgess.
Nico quick with it. Burgess slices it foul just past first base. 0-1.
He's ahead. Second batter that he's been ahead of. Look at our center fielder. He's going way. He might be pulling this over this way.
And a delay for some reason. See what's going on. Grabbing the foul ball. That one was a rocket off the bat of Burgess. Here's the 0-1 for Nico. Burgess swings and misses. 0-2 now.
Man, if he starts getting ahead of the batters, he might be awesome.
Nico quickly back on the rubber. He likes it. He fires. Swing, miss, and Schindler is hurt. Looks like he caught a bat.
I think that
Looks like his hand.
The ball hit his hand. That was meat that ball hit.
And Matt is hurt.
You're right. Yeah. Right.
Hopefully it's nothing bad. And Matty looks like he's good. Coach Payne's going to pull him, though. Looks like we may see Carter Gardner a little bit early.
Well, he can switch him and bring him back if he's okay, since he's the starter.
Schindler now going out with the trainers. Coach Payne right now talking to the umpire.
Yeah. Yeah. We're going back and count him, make sure he's got 2 down there.
No one has come out yet. It's going to be Carter Gardner, but we haven't seen him yet. As we are right now, Nico staying warm. He is ahead of the count on Burgess, 0-2. As Schindler getting all his gear off. And Carter is ready. He's coming behind home plate. Nico's going to throw a couple of warm-ups to Carter. So one thing about the Tigers this year, they have 2 really good catchers. Burgess now coming back to the box. He's down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. Top of the 3rd. Nico readies the 0-2. Burgess pops it. Underneath it is Conner. And that will do it. Rangers go down in order.
I don't need to announce the dripping.
Tigers
Got it.
have the top of the order coming up in the bottom of the 3rd. Theo, Luke Hudson, and AP all due up. Tigers lead 2-0, heading to the bottom of the 3rd. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 826,000 high school student athletes in Texas have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about Texas high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Bottom of the 3rd, 2-0 Tigers. Howard, Hudson, AP, all coming up here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Is Paw Patrol next?
Zach Gingrich,
Oh, you don't? Okay.
the pitcher for the Rangers, and he fires the first pitch. And Theo shows bunt. That's well inside, 1-0.
Oh, you broke it.
Gingrich fires. Nice cut there by Theo,
When we have amateurs in
but it goes foul. Ball and 2 strikes to Theo Howard, the sensational sophomore.
Did you?
Gingrich now
Yeah, but some rookies.
taking his time. He fires the 1-1. Theo shows bunt again. That goes down in the strike. A ball and 2 strikes now to Theo Howard.
Sticker on it?
I just need to put a little glue in the cap for it to close that thing better, or shove some like silicone in there, not silicone, but some
Yeah, some of that.
something gluey.
And here's the 1-2 from Gingrich. Nice eye there by Theo, 2-2.
Handy, he worked, he was a former physical plant UT for 4 years.
Yeah,
Just,
so he knows.
he could do everything.
Yeah.
So on the boat, when the screws tend to come loose, he taught me to put Elmer's glue in there.
The 2-2 from Gingrich. Theo Howard pops it, and that's going to be trouble. That's going to be a base hit. So the leadoff hitter gets on for the Tigers. And here comes Luke Hudson with the runner on and no outs. Luke walked his first plate appearance. And now Hudson in the box. Gingrich throws over to first. And Theo got there, no problem. Gingrich now checks back at first. And he delivers. Luke shows bunt. Ball got away from the catcher, 1-0. Aiden Perry in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. 2-0 Tigers. Bottom third. Gingrich. Luke shows bunt again. And the pitch goes outside. 2-0 on Luke Hudson. Two balls, no strikes now to Luke. Gingrich. Luke shows bunt. Theo Howard took off, and he's safe. Theo Howard with a stolen base. And now Theo gets closer to home. Meanwhile, Luke Hudson still ahead of the count. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Yeah, wasn't it?
Now Gingrich.
He's
He checks at second. Here's a 2-1 to Luke. That's well outside. 3 balls and a strike to Luke Hudson with AP in the on-deck circle.
We'd like to see it too.
Yeah, last night they were doing that.
Yeah.
Thanks for showing the picture. But
Right.
2 hits so far for the Tigers. Gingrich looks back at second. Luke lays down a beautiful bunt. And he's tagged out for the first out. But it advances Theo Howard. Theo Howard now 90 feet away from the third Tiger run as AP comes up to bat. AP is 0 for 1, flying out the right. His first plate appearance. We're here so late that it is pitch black on the campus. I don't think I've ever seen a campus completely dark. The only lights is on the field right now. Gingrich fires, and AP looks at ball 1. 2-0 Tigers here. Bottom of the third. Theo Howard, 90 feet away at third. Gingrich fires. And AP gets it over. Theo Howard's going to score. And then Aiden Perry gets an RBI. He does record a second out of the inning for the Tigers. Tigers now lead 3-0. Here is the freshman phenom. T. Tracy got on last inning due to an error on the shortstop. Gingrich fires. That's well outside. 1-0. Sam Macajanian in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. With the Tigers leading 3-0. And Gingrich fires. That's high. 2 balls, no strikes to Taylor Tracy. The 2-0 to Taylor Tracy. And that hits Taylor. And Tracy gets on for the second time tonight. Here comes Sammy. Sammy also got on. This time, Gingrich couldn't get the ball out of his glove. As Sam now with a conversation with Coach Payne. Once again, tomorrow, weather permitting, the CenTex Invitational continues. 6 o'clock first pitch. Your Tigers takes on Westwood. Coverage will begin at 5:50 right here on Vype pay-per-view. Then Saturday afternoon, Eastview in the final game of the CenTex Invitational. First pitch, 6 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Coverage will begin 5:50 right here on Vype pay-per-view. There is word of a possible doubleheader on Saturday, determining if the weather gets bad tomorrow night. So we shall see. As Sammy now steps in the batter's box. 1 on and 2 outs at a 3-0 lead. Taylor Tracy takes off. That ball popped up by Sammy and it's going foul. Don't realize how fast Taylor Tracy is until he actually takes off.
His stride is like twice as long as my body.
No balls, 1 strike.
I do. I really do. I got
Sammy Agajanian. Taylor Tracy. Nice lead coming off of first. Gingrich readies the 0-1. He fires. Sam swings and misses. 0-2 now to Agajanian. Riley Mahoney in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Tracy. Nice lead off of first once again. That's wide. 1-2 now on Sammy. Three nothing Tigers here in the bottom of the third. Gingrich readies the 1-2 and he fires. Tracy takes off, but Sam strikes out. Looks like he fouled. Foul tipped it into the catcher's glove. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Taylor Tracy took off once again. Kind of itching for him to steal second. Takes a large lead once again. Gingrich takes a look, but Sam this time calls time. A ball and 2 strikes to Agajanian. Taylor Tracy is at first. The 1-2, and Sam hits it out of the stadium. Count remains a ball and 2 strikes. Oklahoma upsets Baylor tonight in the Big 12 tourney. A lot of upsets in that tournament. I was watching West Virginia and Kansas before I came here tonight. Taylor Tracy takes off. Taylor Tracy's going to walk into second base. Stolen base for the freshman as the deuces are wild for Sammy. A lot of sports happening right now. Gotta love it. Most important, right here in the jungle. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Sammy. That ball inside corner from up here. It looked as though Sammy was good, but a strikeout. But the Tigers get another one across the board, and they lead 3-0 as we head to the 4th inning. And this is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away. But they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Texas University Interscholastic League.
Top of the order for the Rangers. Tigers lead 3-0 here in the fourth inning. Melvin Jones back here with you. Tiger Baseball and Vype pay-per-view and the CenTex Invitational. Nico Redis back on the rubber. And here's the first pitch of the fourth inning. That was a nice pitch by Nico, but he didn't get it. A ball and no strikes. 1-0 to Wells, and Wells hits it, and it's going to nice catch out there in left field by Luke Hudson for the first out in this fourth inning. Here's Tim Arguello. Arguello hit into that beautiful 4-6-3 double play back in the first. And Nico fires. Arguello pops it up. Conover underneath it. Second out. Jackson Conover, the JV call up, getting a start at shortstop while Nico is on the rubber.
Shortstop, number 22, David De Hoyos.
Here's De Hoyos now. De Hoyos struck out. Back in the first. And Nico is dealing now. And De Hoyo hits it and is going to drop in front of Taylor Tracy for a base hit. So only the second hit tonight for Smithson Valley. And with 2 outs, Ethan Gonzalez comes up with a runner on first.
Now batting second baseman, number 28, Ethan Gonzalez.
Gonzalez 0 for 1. Popping up to Brandon Arvison back in the second, and a quick strike by Nico, and Gonzalez falls down in the count 0-1. Cedar Park and McCollum all tied in Leander. Gonzalez hits it over AP's head for a base hit. So for the first time tonight, the Rangers have 2 on.
Now batting left fielder, number 26, Grayson Haven.
Still 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Havens struck out back in the second. And Nico gets the first pitch strike, 0-1. 2 on, 2 outs, top of the fourth. Nico delivers. That's well outside. And Matty Ice, who's back behind home base, catches it. 1-1 now on Havens. Nico steps off the rubber. Bryce Wells in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. As Havens fouls it, he goes down in the count, a ball and 2 strikes. Nico is ready. Here's the 1-2. Got him! And Nico with strikeout number 4, and he retires aside. 2 hits. That is all. Riley Mahoney, Brendan Arvison, Matt Schindler, all coming up in the bottom of the fourth. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Mahoney, Brendan Arvison, Matt Schindler, all due up here in the bottom of the fourth as we welcome you back. The Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view. The CenTex Invitational. Second game for the Tigers today. Their games were literally 12 hours apart from first pitch to first pitch. Here's Ryland. Mahoney struck out back in the second. And he's leading off the bottom of the fourth. As Gingrich readies the first pitch of this fourth inning. And he dishes. And that catches the outside corner for strike one. 0-1 to Ryland. Gingrich fires the 0-1. That gets behind the catcher. A ball and a strike now to Riley Mahoney. Brendan Arvison in the on-next circle for the Tigers. Matt Schindler in the hole. 3-0 Tigers. Bottom of the fourth. Gingrich goes high that time. 2 balls and a strike to Mahoney. And Gingrich is already ready for his fourth pitch. And Ryland fouls that one off. Nice cut there by Mahoney. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wind is starting to pick up a little bit here in the stadium. And Gingrich fires. And Ryland gets caught looking. 6 strikeouts for Zach Gingrich. And here's Big B coming up. Arvison struck out back in the second. And Gingrich now going up against Big B, and he fires. Brendan Arvison looks at ball 1-0 to tonight's first baseman. Matt Schindler in the on-next circle. Here's the 1-0 to Big B. And that's inside 2-0. As Gingrich delivers. And that's outside. 3 balls, no strikes. Back in the second inning, Brendan Arvison had the exact same pitch, and that was called a strike. He got the call this time. Brendan Arvison slices it up the middle. That's going to be a base hit for Brendan Arvison, and he gets on. Gorgeous hitting by Arvison.
Nope.
Here's Matt Schindler.
Did I throw you off by announcing Nico Rueda's last inning?
As Eric Wolf there stumbled a little bit, but that's all right. He's still the best in the business. What'd he do?
Yes, he is.
Gingrich delivers. Matty Ice looks at ball 1.
This whole time, Sure enough, I hit Nico.
Zach Gingrich checks back. He throws to first.
Yeah. See if they notice.
Now, Brandon Arvison is 6'4", easily. He wasn't even 6 feet off the bag. So there was no way that Gingrich was picking him off. Gingrich delivers that time. That time right down the middle for strike one. 1-1 now to Schindler. Nico Ruedas in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Tigers lead 3-0. Bottom of the fourth. Long look at first by Gingrich. Gingrich delivers. Brendan Arvison takes off, but it was foul tipped by Schindler. And he falls behind the count, a ball and 2 strikes.
What? Chris thought Chris thought it was just a swing and a miss, but it was a foul.
As we get clarification, that was a foul. So ball and 2 strikes now on Schindler. Brendan Arvison back to first.
Don't argue.
Gingrich
Just push buttons over there.
fires. And Schindler pops it up. And Gingrich grabs it for the second out of the inning. And here comes Nico. Nick struck out back in the second. Theo Howard and the top of the order in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Here's the first pitch to Neek as Gingrich fires back to first. This game is actually going by faster than what I thought. And Nico pops it up. It's high, but Hansen is underneath it. Hansen looks like he was in trouble for a minute, but he retires Nico. Tigers does get a hit, but that's all. And at the end of 4, they lead 3-0 over the Rangers. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Texas high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Espinoza, the batters that are coming up for the Rangers here in the top of the 5th. Welcome back to Tigers Field, the jungle. Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Tigers lead 3-0. Nico Ruedas still out here dealing. And that ball is selling foul into left field. 0-1 on Wells. Here's Nico now with the 0-1. And he fires. That one is low. 1-1. Cody Daniels in the bullpen warming up for the Tigers as well. Swings and misses. 1-2. Nico. Wells over to Sam. Sammy gets the put out for the first out of this inning.
Now batting right fielder number 9, Wyatt Hanson.
Here's Hanson. Hanson flied out to right, his first plate appearance. 3-0 Tigers. Top of the 5th. Nico dishing. Nice off-speed pitch, but he doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Here's Nico. He fires. That catches the inside corner. Still didn't get the call. 2 balls, no strikes. Nico is ready already, and he fires the 2-0. That one's high. 3 balls, no strikes to Wyatt Hanson. MJ Espinoza in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. And here's the 3-0 from Nico. Nice pitch for the first strike. I think Nico has been ahead of 2 hitters thus far in this game. I've been told 3 hitters. As Hanson steps out of the batter's box. Nico fires. Nice pitch. Count goes full on Hanson.
The fact that we're talking about 2 or 3 batters is bad.
As Hanson now is taking his time out of the batter's box and he steps back in. Nico is ready. The 3-2. Hanson goes down. And that's strikeout number 5 for Nico Ruedas.
Now batting first baseman number 31, MJ Espinoza.
Espinoza struck out back in the 3rd inning. Nico already with the first pitch as Espinoza fouls it off for strike 1. Nico is not indecisive when it comes to his pitches. And Espinoza swings and misses for strike 2. 0-2 to Espinoza. And Nico, he's ready. He fires the 0-2. Espinoza goes down on strikes. 6 strikeouts for Nico, and the Rangers go down in order. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on. Let's stretch, folks. We played 4.5. I'm going to say it's 5.5. And the Tigers lead 3-0. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Texas high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Do up this half inning as we welcome you back to the jungle. Melvin Jones here, Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view, the CenTex Invitational. Tigers' second game of the day. Zach Gingrich still out there throwing for the Rangers. And Theo Howard looks at ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And Theo fouls it to the backstop. 1-1.
I don't understand the defensive calls he's making.
One more non-district game after this weekend. That is Wednesday against McCollum. And then district play for the rest of this regular season as Theo fouls it to the back net. 1-2. Burning Champion, the next district opponent, right here in the jungle. Tuesday night. Coverage begins at 6:55 right here on Vype Live. Gingrich delivers. And that hits Theo. Theo Howard gets on base after being hit. Here comes Luke Hudson. Luke is 0 for 1 tonight. He drew a walk back in the first and was tagged out by the first baseman back in the third. Hudson now slowly getting to the batter's box as Gingrich fires. Luke shows bunt. That's well outside. 1-0 now to Luke Hudson.
I wasn't even allowed to sing in music class in the elementary school.
AP in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Gingrich fires. Luke fouls the bunt off. A ball and a strike.
In the background of songs. That was it.
We are still waiting for the first home run at home for the Tigers this season. They were bombing them away, including that 26-1 shellacking at Smithson Valley last weekend. And Luke lays down a gorgeous bunt. Good bunt by Luke Hudson. Advances Theo Howard the second, and it's still no outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Now that is how you bunt. And here's AP with 2 on and no outs. AP's 0 for 2 tonight. Flied out to right in the first, grounded out back in the third. Coach Payne right now coaching AP up. Tigers lead 3-0 off of 4 hits. And now AP in the batter's box. Gingrich right now is taking his time. He looks over at second at Theo Howard, and he delivers. AP shows bunt, and he lays down a gorgeous bunt. Both runners advance, and so does AP. Second bunt hit in a row for the Tigers. And now, these bags are juiced. No outs. With the freshman phenom up the bat. T. Tracy does not have an official at bat as of yet. Got on by an error back in the second. He was hit by a pitch back in the third. The press box is rocking right now. T. Tracy's up.
It's all on this guy.
Bases loaded. No outs. 3-0 Tigers. Gingrich, as the home plate umpire, is back behind home.
It's all this guy.
Gingrich now with the bags juiced and no outs. He fires. That ball is well inside. 1-0 to Taylor Tracy. Tigers are looking to put more on the board.
Way over there? Okay. I got you.
Here's the 1-0 to Taylor. That one's well outside.
It's a hitter's count.
2-0.
Bring it to him.
I believe the latest that we've been out in this ballpark was about 10:30 against Georgetown in the bi-district playoffs last year. And that 14-inning craziness that was game 1. Taylor Tracy now is ahead on the count. 3 balls, no strikes.
Here it comes. Oh.
Coach Payne now coming out to argue something.
Looks like the umpire came to get him.
Not seeing what's going on. And it looks like we're good to go. Umpire is chuckling with Coach Payne. Taylor Tracy, though, ahead on the count. 3 balls, no strikes. Bases are jacked, no outs. Tigers lead 3-0. Zach Gingrich is in some major trouble right now. Gingrich ready to 3-0. And that is catches the outside corner. Fans aren't happy with that one. 3-1 now to Taylor Tracy. Here comes the 3-1. And Taylor Tracy walks. And run number 4 comes across the board for the Tigers, and they lead 4-0. Here's Sammy. Sammy also got on off an error by Zach Gingrich back in the second. He struck out in the third. Miss Jackson blasting through the stadium. 4-0 Big Cats. And Sammy is looking to do more damage. Sammy, of course, got his first home run of the season on Saturday against Churchill. As now we're going to have our first mound visit of the night. I see no action in the bullpen.
I like it. That's cool. Disco day.
Ross Van Berkeley telling us the music that was being played. We are going to have a pitching change. 4-0 Tigers. Bases loaded. No outs. As we are having a pitching change, we'll tell you who it is in just a minute right after the break. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away. But they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Texas University Interscholastic League.
MJ Espinoza, the new pitcher for the Rangers. And right now, he is facing a dire situation. Bases are loaded. No outs. Tigers lead 4-0. Tigers, 4 runs off of 5 hits. As well as 2 errors by Smithson Valley. No runs and 3 hits for the Rangers. As Sammy is ready.
Third baseman, you try it.
Number 4, Sammy.
Here's Sammy now. Bags are juiced. No outs. Espinoza ready. He steps off the bag. And a quick mound visit. Wells going out to the mound to talk to Espinoza. It looks like Sammy is ready now. Espinoza Here's the first pitch to Sammy. Nice pitch. Off speed. Strike one.
Come on, get some down here. Doesn't matter. Everybody's deep.
Espinoza is taking his time with these pitchers, and he fires the 0-1. That's well outside, 1-1.
Maybe because that wind's blowing on us.
Tigers could completely break this game wide open right now. Espinoza fires the 1-1, and that's high and inside of the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Rylan Mahoney in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. 4-0 Tigers. Bases loaded. No outs. Bottom of the 5th. Espinoza fires, and Sammy swings and misses for strike 2. Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Come on, Sam, damn it. Do some damage.
Right here.
As Espinoza is taking his time with these pitchers. Here's the 2-2 now from MJ Espinoza. Sammy, did he check his swing?
No.
And they said no. Called third strike on Sammy. First out of the inning. Here comes Rylan with the bags juiced and 1 out. Rylan's 0 for 2. 2 strikeouts. As Espinoza, he's already ready, and he fires. Rylan swings and misses for strike 1. 0-1 to our designated hitter. Brendan Arvison is in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. The 0-1 from Espinoza. And Rylan looks at strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes now to Rylan Mahoney. Here's Espinoza with the 0-2. And that is low and well inside. A ball and 2 strikes now to Rylan. A ball and 2 strikes now to Mahoney. Espinoza fires. Rylan Mahoney has him an RBI single. 1 run is in. 5-0 Tigers. RBI single for Rylan Mahoney. And he brings another run across. And the Tigers are looking good right now. Here's Big B now. Bags are still jacked. 1 away. Big B, 1 for 2. He did single back last inning. Espinoza fires. That's well outside. 1-0 on Brandon Arvison. Matt Schindler, a.k.a. Matty Ice, in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Tigers lead 5-0. 1 away, bags juiced. Bottom of the 5th. Brandon Arvison swings and misses for strike 1. 1-1 now on Brandon.
We just need a single. Do we? Just need a single.
Here's a crazy stat. Brandon Arvison has given up 2 hits in 2 complete games pitching this season. Espinoza fires. And Brandon Arvison looks at strike 2, and the crowd is not pleased.
That's a tough call right there.
A ball and 2 strikes. 1 out. Bases loaded for Brandon Arvison. And the Tigers leading 5-0. Espinoza fires. Brandon Arvison swings and misses, and he goes down for the 2nd time on strikes tonight. Here's Matt Schindler. Schindler, RBI single back in the 2nd. And now he has The base is completely loaded with 2 away. Here in the bottom of the 5th.
There's not a light in Griffin. You're right, look at that. The whole town's asleep.
Espinosa. And Schindler calls timeout.
Come on, right by the third base.
We're about 15 minutes away from the latest game.
Adam Shuasasi.
That was here last year. That pitch is well outside. 1-0. The game last year against Georgetown was a 3.5-hour affair that lasted 14 innings, in which, as Espinosa goes down the middle for strike 1. Cameron O'Bannon threw 7 innings. Nico Ruedas then came in and threw another 6. That was a wild affair that night. And we're getting close to that time as that pitch goes outside. 2 balls and a strike. 5-0 Tigers. Bottom of the 5th. Matt Schindler, who already has an RBI single, looks at ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Nico is in the on-deck circle. 2 outs. 3 balls and a strike to Matt Schindler. Espinosa fires. And that is strike 2. Schindler thought he had ball 4. But now the count goes full. Full count now, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Schindler is ready for the 3-2. Espinosa delivers. That pitch is outside and the Tigers lead 6-0. AP walks in. 6-0. Big Cats.
Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 8.
As Hayden Dunn is going to courtesy run for Matt Schindler. Nico 0 for 2 tonight. Struck out, flied out last inning. Bases are still loaded, 2 outs. 9th hitter of the inning for the Tigers. That pitch goes outside, 1-0. Espinosa fires. Nico looks at strike 1 and it's 1-1. Ball and strike now to Nico Ruedas. Here's Espinosa with the 1-1. That pitch is outside. 2 balls and a strike now to Nico. Top of the order, and Theo Howard back in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. And the 2-1 from Espinosa is inside. 3 balls and a strike now to Nico. By the way, the kids still have to go to school in the morning. And it's 10:20 at night. Espinosa with the 3-1. Nico looks at ball 4, 7-0. Big Cats. And for the second time here in the 5th inning, Theo Howard is up to bat. Theo, 1 for 2. Struck out in the first. Single in the third. Hit by a pitch earlier this inning and another mound visit by Smithson Valley. Parker Cook looks like he's got a courtesy run. There is activity right now in the Ranger bullpen. And Espinosa looks like he's going to stay in to hurl. Bases are still loaded. It's still 2 outs. Tigers put up a 4 spot in this inning. They lead 7-0. Parker Cook now at first, running for Nico. Theo now up for the second time this inning. This time he has the bases loaded. 2 outs. And Espinosa fires. And that pitch catches the inside corner, strike 1. I don't know if anyone realizes, but a grand slam wins it.
You called it.
Grand slam or double could win it for the Tigers. And that pitch catches the outside corner. No balls and 2 strikes. 3 more runs. Tigers win on the walk-off right now. And Theo looks at strike 3. And the Rangers get out of this inning. But the Tigers put up a 4 spot. And they lead 7-0. Top of the 6th coming up. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away, but they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Texas University Interscholastic League.
As we welcome you back, the Tiger Baseball on Vype Live is Nico still out there dealing. Ball 1. Bryce Wells, White Hansen. Excuse me, that's Cooper Burgess. And then the top of the order of Cason Wells and Tim Margrullo coming up for the Rangers. Nico pitching his 6th inning right now. As Burgess fouls it to the net. Strike 1. Cason Wells, the center fielder, in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. And Nico, he's ready. Burgess back in the box, and Nico fires. No call. That looked like it was right on the money. 3 balls and a strike. Talking to Coach Payne earlier as Nico delivers a 3-1. That's high, and Burgess gets on. Talking to Coach Payne earlier, and we discussed how sometimes it's hard for us to determine some balls, whether it's strikes or some pitches, whether it's strikes or balls. And that was one of those instances where it sure was. Cason Wells, 1 for 2 tonight. Tigers lead 7-0. Nico throws ball 1. Rangers do not score. Tigers essentially can end the game with 3 runs in the bottom half of this inning. And Nico, nice pitch for strike 1, and it's 1-1. Tim Argulo in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. As Wells fouls it to the backstop. A ball and 2 strikes now. One and 2 to Case and Wells. No outs. Cooper Burgess at first base. Here's Nico with the 1-2. And that pitch goes well outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes now. Nico looks over at first, and now he fires. And Wells gets one past Sammy for a base hit. 4th hit of the night for the Rangers. And they get the first 2 hitters on. No outs. Here's Tim Argulo.
Number 19, Tim Arguello.
Arguello is 0 for 2. I don't know why I was saying Argulo. Arguello hit into a 4-6-3 double play back in the 1st. He also popped out to short back in the 4th.
He wants a pinch runner. Who's it going to be? Number 12, Jackson Duffy. Pinch running, number 12, Jackson Duffy.
As Jackson Duffy pinch runs now for the Rangers.
Number 19 is at the plate.
Arguello back in the batter's box. And now Nico steps off the rubber, waiting for the home plate umpire to get back, and he's there. And now Nico's on the rubber. 2 on, no outs. Here at the top of the 6th, Nico looks over at second. He deals, and he catches the outside corner for strike 1. Nico off the rubber once again. Once again, folks, tomorrow, 6 p.m., Westwood, here to CenTex Invitational, weather permitting. Coverage will begins at 5:55 right here on Vype pay-per-view. Is Nico. This is the 0-1, and that goes well high. 1-1. Nico checks back at second. Here's the 1-1. Smack down. Right in the middle. 1-2 now. To Arguello. David De Hoyos in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. Ethan Gonzalez in the hole. Nico delivers. And it's going to be nice play there by AP to get the force at first base for the first out of this inning. Here's David De Hoyo. De Hoyos is 1 for 2. He did have a single back in the 4th. Rangers have runners second and third as Nico gets strike 1 and is 0-1 now to De Hoyos. 7-0 Tigers, top of the 6th. Nico deals the 0-1. Nice pitch there by Nico as De Hoyos behind the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Six strikeouts so far for Nico As the Hoyo clips it, count remains 0-2. Here's Nico with the 0-2. Nearly hit the Hoyos. A ball and 2 strikes now to the shortstop. Ethan Gonzalez in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. And Nico fires. Nico has strikeout number 7. Second out of this inning. Here's Ethan Gonzalez. Gonzalez, 1 for 2. Single in the 4th. Popped up. Back in the 2nd. And Nico quickly fires. He catches the outside corner, strike 1. Once again, folks, tomorrow night, Westwood is the opponent. Coverage will begins 5:55 right here on Vype pay-per-view, weather permitting, as Nico fires. And that ball, pitch goes inside, 1-1. Grayson Havens in the on-deck circle for the Rangers.
Yep.
And Nico does not get that call as the pitch catches the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike. Here's Nico with the 2-1. And Gonzalez pops it, foul, and out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs now to Ethan Gonzalez. Deuces are wild for Ethan Gonzalez. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2 on. Here in the top of the 6th. Nico fires. That one is high. Full count now on Gonzalez. Nico fires. That nearly hits him, but it doesn't matter. And now the bags are completely juiced as Grayson Havens comes up for the Rangers. And now, first mound visit by Coach Payne. Nico, 7 strikeouts tonight. 2 walks and 4 hits. Pretty good line there for the senior. As Nico got behind in a lot of counts tonight, but he was able to overcome all of that.
Now batting for the Rangers, left fielder number 26, Grayson Havens.
Havens 0 for 2 with 2 Ks. And Havens steps in the box. Nico, he's ready for him, and Nico deals. That one's well outside. Great snap there by Schindler. 1-0 on Havens. As the second pitch is outside, 2-0. Price Donatello warming up in the bullpen for the Tigers. And that pitch is inside and low. 3 balls, no strikes to Grayson Havens.
He's not even on there. Yeah, he is. He's not number 9 on there. Well, he's Price on 23. Same thing. Close.
And 4-pitch walk from Nico. And the Rangers get their first run of the game. And it's 7-1 Tigers.
Now batting for the Rangers, catcher number 36, Bryce Wells.
Wells is 0 for 2, grounding out in both of his ABs. And Nico, he fires. He got it right there. Strike one. We are getting close to the 2-hour mark. That time, Wells pops it up. Who's it going to be? Jackson Conover misses it. Second run comes across. 7-2. Off of the error. First error of the game for the Tigers.
2 runs. Was it 2 came? That 2 came in and bases loaded, and we've only got
2 did come in. 7-3 now.
batting right fielder number 9, Wyatt Hanson.
Here's Hanson now with 2 on. And Nico doesn't get that one. 1-0. Seven, 3 Tigers. Nico fires. And it's popped up. And Theo Howard misses it. Another run comes in. 7-4. Back-to-back errors for the Tigers. That time off the glove of Theo Howard. 7-4 now. It's still 2 outs here in this inning.
20.
There you go, Nate. You got this. Neek now trying to get his bearings across. Get back straight. It's getting chilly in this press box.
Now batting number 20, Gavin Woods.
Gavin Woods now stepping in for MJ Espinoza. Woods. Brandon Arvison, get us out of this inning. But the Rangers bring 4 across the board, and we could be calling the game. Ball game is over, and the Tigers are going to win this ball game in 6. Final score, 7-4. We'll give you all of the numbers coming up. Tigers win. This is Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
At 1-1. Welcome back to Tigers Field. Melvin Jones here, Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view. Nico Reddas pitched a outstanding game. He did give up 4, in that final inning. Nonetheless, 7 strikeouts, 4 runs. And to be honest, all of those are unearned. 2 errors right now was the cause of those runs coming across the board. Nonetheless, the Tigers win tonight in the latest game that I've covered here, as we are at 10:41. And we're back at it at 6 o'clock tomorrow, weather permitting. Tigers win tonight. 7-4 is the final score. Late night. Everyone get home safe. We will talk to you tomorrow. I am Melvin Jones. Tigers win 7-4 over Smithson Valley. This has been Tiger Baseball on Vype pay-per-view. Good night, folks. Talk to you tomorrow night from the CenTex Invitational.